Hey guys, I wanted to talk about something real fast, and this is not something I normally do. I've done it once before, but this is to talk about something kind of newsworthy and current. So we found out today that Doctor Who is coming to Disney Plus, and I am excited about this, but I also have a little bit of caution that I'm going to voice in this video. By the way, this is full spoilers for Doctor Who news, so if you're not caught up on Doctor Who news, then I suggest refraining from watching this because I'm going to be getting into everything about that. Okay, so recently we have seen a rebranding of Doctor Who even before the new season drops, right? Even before the new specials drop, because if you haven't been following the news, Russell T Davies, who ran the show for the first 4 seasons of the revival, is coming back as showrunner. So Russell T Davies is going to be the new showrunner for the foreseeable future. We're going to have a new Doctor, obviously, which is Ncuti Gatwa, and we're also having the return of David Tennant to star in the new episodes that are coming out. And today we saw a new logo, which was basically a classic logo with some CGI graphics and redone and made really pretty. And we also got the announcement that Doctor Who's going to be streaming everywhere except for the UK and Ireland. Everywhere else it's going to be streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. Everything that's come out, I have pretty much loved all of this news because we had an issue where people kind of fell away from the Doctor Who fandom. We had people who kind of jumped ship when Peter Capaldi was the Doctor. Then we had people jump ship again when we had Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. And I think the show functions best when we have lots of people watching it, when the Doctor is an icon basically for the world. I think that's when the show is the best because, everyone's watching it, everyone's talking about it. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of people are watching it, a lot of people are talking about it. And it is almost like a symbol of hope for people all across the world, right? I think that's when it works the best. And I think all of these decisions help the show get back to that, right? Where we have, them kind of bringing back the old fans with David Tennant and with Russell T Davies, Not that the Chibnall era didn't have its place. I had my gripes with it, obviously, if you watch his channel, but I think the Chibnall era was mostly enjoyable, and I did like the 13th Doctor. But I see the BBC trying to bring back old fans by bringing back some of the more classic feeling things, and now with Disney Plus, we can have people here in the States who can watch Doctor Who for the first time because Disney Plus is very much a family platform. We're going to have families watching Doctor Who for the first time, which is so great to think about. Really targeting it toward that family audience and really targeting it toward a wide audience. That's what I think the show needs. But I do have a bit of a cautionary note here. There's something that I hope the BBC is not going to do, and I hope they have the foresight to not do this as they strike this deal with Disney Plus. And that is, I really hope they do not split the episodes up, meaning having the new episodes appear exclusively on Disney Plus and having the old episodes exclusively appear on HBO Max. Right now, the first 13 seasons, I think, are available on HBO Max to stream here in the States, and this new press release has been very careful, I think, with its wording because it said things like the new episodes will be on HBO, or will be on Disney Plus. The new episodes are going to be streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. And that makes me nervous because I even saw a press release. I don't remember which outlet printed this article, but the press release said it's not clear yet whether the first 13 seasons of the revival are going to be available on Disney Plus. Here's why I think this is a problem. Executives are smart decision makers a lot of the time, but they really can't help being out of touch with the average consumer sometimes because there's so many of us, and they are very much making decisions based on what's going to make money or what they think is going to make money. And I think if they make this decision to keep some of the episodes on HBO Max and the new episodes on Disney Plus, what they're going to be thinking probably is, well, this is great because now people will have to, stream it in both platforms. And I mean, now when I say the executives, I mean the executives at the BBC, right? Because the BBC is getting money from HBO Max and Disney Plus, right? So they're probably thinking, well, some people are going to go on HBO Max, some people are going to go on Disney Plus. We'll have both audiences and that'll be great. That might be what they're thinking if they're going to do this. The problem is that with that is that customers don't really think that way. Customers in their own minds, and I agree with this, do not owe the streaming platforms anything. And I'm not saying that to be like moralistic or something, or say some kind of argument like we shouldn't have to do. I'm not saying that. I'm saying literally when customers make decisions about what they're going to buy, they are thinking in terms of not that I owe the streaming platform something or that I owe this show something. They're thinking of it in terms of, here's what I got with what I purchased. What can I do to make the most of it? How am I going to enjoy myself? I'm going to spend my time and money that way. So let's say we have new customers, potentially for Doctor Who. They see Doctor Who streaming on Disney+. They say, oh, this is great. I've heard a lot about this show, but I've never checked it out. And here's an advertisement for it. Let me click on it. And then they see that the show starts with season 14. Okay? I think the BBC might be thinking in that case, well, maybe they'll have pressure to go to HBO Max then, and we'll get money from there, and then we can keep both. But here's the problem with that. That customer is probably just going to go, oh, never mind. I guess it's not worth it, and then they're going to watch something else, right? And I know there's a debate about new customers versus keeping old customers, but here's what I think. I think to push forward this best message of having Doctor Who be a family show that a lot of people can enjoy, I think Disney Plus exclusively with all the seasons would be a better message. Because that is not only going to spread word of mouth, because a lot of people have Disney Plus and they can just tell their friends to watch it on there, but the new people who might discover it, like those new customers for Doctor Who, it's not like a lot of other shows where, you get customers and they say, maybe I'll buy this or that. Doctor Who has a lot of different eras, right? Everyone has their own doctor that they like. So the people who start watching the show and they get into it and they start liking different doctors, those are going to be your people who are going to be buying the sonic screwdrivers. Those are people who are going to be buying the DVDs and whatnot, and the candy or whatever, right? Those are the people who are going to be buying that stuff. Because with customers that you've already got, there is a finite number of things that they will buy, and typically it takes a new era of the show for them to really buy new merch, or them getting into like Classic Who or something like that. But it just, like, from what I understand about marketing, like, people aren't just going to go out every week buying new Doctor Who stuff, but new customers who get into the show, there's a lot of stuff in Doctor Who to love, and those are the customers that are going to be, really serving as new customers, buying stuff and telling their friends about it, because it's Doctor Who tends to be very exciting when people get into it, right? Because there's so much of it to watch. So I really think that this could put a little bit of a burden on that new goal of trying to make the show rebranded as very family-oriented and having a wide audience if you split this between HBO Max and Disney, right? Now, you could keep some of the episodes on HBO Max, the first 13 seasons, and then have the back catalog back catalog as in the revival series, not the classic series. Have the revival series all available on Disney Plus. I think that could be a good alternative, because then you could have both, and it wouldn't really matter if it didn't work on HBO Max. They could just cancel it on HBO Max. They could just end that, not renew that licensing deal. But I'm nervous about this, because I want to see the show be successful. I want to see people get into it and like it and watch it. And Doctor Who is best, like I said, when it's a cultural phenomenon. You can talk to people about it. That's what's fun about it. Doctor Who speculating, talking to fans, people buying merch and showing off, hey, I got, the 4th Doctor's scarf, or I got the 12th Doctor sonic screwdriver, or whatever. That's what's fun about it, and that's what I want to see happen. And I think that's going to be hampered a little bit if they don't have those previous seasons on Disney Plus. And it's weird to think about it this way, because it's not even about my own convenience, because like the previous seasons of Doctor Who, like I own all those seasons of Doctor Who up till now. Like I can already watch them. So it's not really about that for me. It's just, it has been lonely in this new era with Jodie Whittaker, because not many people are watching it, and I don't have that many people to talk to about it. So it's been not nearly as fun in that way. So I really hope the BBC has the foresight to not do what I hope they're not going to do. And I want to know what you think about this too. If this is a big deal to you, do you not care if it's split up, or would you rather see it all in one place? Do you have HBO Max and you don't want to see it leave at all? Just let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye-bye.